You know what's crazy? Over the last 12 months, there's been a huge craze over aura. You see it all day, aura farming. You see the memes of Piccolo, of Vegeta. So many guys are obsessed with what your aura is, or your vibe, or your energy, or your spirit. And it got me thinking, what is the actual definition of aura? Is it like a magical charm that can get any woman that you want? Or maybe it's like what they say in semen retention, where if you retain, you have superpowers like the Incredible Hulk. And you know what conclusion it led me to? Aura is just your masculine presence. It's the thing that people read on a man as soon as he enters the room. When you're on your job interview, they're looking at your presence. Does this guy have confidence? Does he believe in himself? Does he feel like he controls the dynamic? Even in those high pressure situations where your family, your friends, or your girl test you, they're really looking at your presence over your words. Because you want to know a secret? Your aura gives people the inside scope on what's happening in your mind. And if you're a guy and you want to command more presence, you want to exude confidence and assurance every time you speak, then bro, stop focusing so much on your words and focus on your presence. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you the 5 things that help build up a man's aura. That way you can have the killer aura no matter what situation you're dealing with. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get into the video. So the first way that you build up your aura, your vibe, your presence, whatever you want to call it, you have to conquer your mind. If you're always anxious or worried about how people look at you, or you have all these thoughts, it's gonna show in your body language. You're not gonna be looking people in their eyes. You're gonna be hunched over, like hunched back. And generally, people are gonna just be able to look at you and read you and tell, yeah, this guy got something going on upstairs, man. And while you may not be a bad person, most people do not know you like that. And they're really just giving a snap-second decision on whether they can trust you or if you're somebody who they don't want to be around. People can sense that energy, so you have to retrain your mind. So what you need to do, factory reset. Delete it all. Delete all those thoughts. You need to learn to have peace within your mind, and you need to take out anything that is negatively impacting and affecting you. Whatever fear of rejection or failure that you have in your mind, try and write it out. Talk to somebody else. Make sure that you're not bleeding this out and spilling it over in your energy. Anything that keeps coming back, that keeps rocking the boat up here, you have to make sure that you calm it down or you remove it, because if not, you're always gonna have these things bleed out of your presence. But when you're calm, when you're certain, when you're sure of yourself, regardless of what thoughts you may have in your mind, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be able to calm it down so people don't think that you don't have that presence or that aura that they're seeking. Now, the next thing you need to do, conquer your inner demons. And these are deeper than thoughts. These are the insecurities that eat at you. Me, example, when I was younger, in middle school and high school, I was always super skinny and I ain't had this muscle. So people would always mock me. Oh, bro, if you rub your hands together, you're gonna start a fire. And Brandon, why are you so skinny? Girls used to tease me about this all the time. And as I started to hear this constantly, when people would bully me or tease me, it would spill over. So whenever I met a new chick or whenever I went to a new group, I would start to project the things that people used to tell me in my mind, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Almost to the point where when I finally gained muscle as I grew as a man, I still felt like I was too skinny. And I would bring that insecurity with me, whether it be on a date, whether it be in public, whether it be around friend situations and groups. And that was something that would constantly bleed out. If you're living life and you're constantly haunted by past traumas, past fears, past rejections, past failures, they are always gonna come out when you least want them to, because you're giving them open access at any moment when you're in the low point to come and attack you. And that's definitely gonna seep your aura. People are gonna sense that and think, this guy's not assured of himself. And if you're around the wrong people, they're gonna grab that knife in your mind and they're gonna twist it. And that's how they're gonna manipulate and control you. So you have to be able to conquer and kill those demons. Put them in a cage, lock them, and throw away the key. Now the third thing, if you wanna walk and exude aura, a lot of times you have to gain more knowledge of this world, because when you're in a situation that you've never been before, I don't give a damn how much you tell yourself, oh, I can handle it. When you read something that's uncertain, you're gonna start to get nervous and panic. I mean, think about it. All the tough situations where you might have faltered under pressure, you were likely in situations that you knew nothing about. You didn't have any understanding on it. And regardless of how much you try to calm yourself down in your mind, it started to seep out. You started to get nervous. You started to get antsy. You had the fear of failure come out, and it seeped into your aura. So even when you were quiet and trying to stay calm, people could sense it and like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna falter. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Why do you think when you start a new job or you do a new endeavor, they say you're gonna mess up? Don't worry about it. Stay calm, because they know it, and they've seen so many people be in those situations and allow the pressure or the uncertainty to break them. They can sense it in their aura. So you as a man, when you get more knowledge and you get more understanding on the world, it makes you have a calm, like I've been there type of presence that people love, people trust, and they're gonna wanna be behind you and follow your lead. Now the fourth thing, and it ties to knowledge, but this is more about life experience and having wisdom of the world that you've lived in. Because man, I'm gonna just be honest, when you have a man and he's just in his prime, he's already been there, he's already dealt with certain women, he's already dealt with certain hard times, he's already went from job to job, and he figured out what he wants in life. There's just a difference in his presence to the point where the dude, he just moving. Because when it comes to your presence, you're always gonna be tested in new situations, new countries, new dynamics, new women. So they're always trying to see, have you been here before? Why do you think guys in the NFL and the NBA, they may have been the star guy in high school and in college, but once them pressurized situations in the playoffs in the fourth quarter, when the pressure is mounting, they still oftentimes falter even though they have all the talent? Because it's more than just being talented when you get to those high levels, but it's how you move under execution. Oftentimes a great leader like a quarterback or a defensive captain or a point guard or a star player in the NBA, the guys on his team, they feel his presence, they feel his energy, and it's so contagious that it goes to other people. Why is that? Because he's the veteran. He earned his stripes. So when he's moving on the court that normally falters great men, he still stands tall. And that's what makes him a legend. And that's why he has the aura and he has the presence, and why so many people rely and depend on him. So oftentimes when you have life experience, you are gonna exude aura. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, that just takes time. But the main thing that you need to do as a man, if you're watching this and you're 18 or you're 22 or you're 24, is to constantly commit to improving, putting yourself in new situations. So by the time you're my age, dog, you got a laundry list of things that you did, and you just walk around like, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've done that. I'm humbled by the Most High that I was in those situations, and I know that I'm not gonna fold like most men will. And once you encapsulate that in your eyes, in your framework, in your mentality, people are gonna wanna be around you, bro. And the fifth thing, you have to root your aura in the Most High. Why do you think I said that aura is just something like a spirit? Because it's a certain energy outside of your body that people can sense even though they don't know if it's there or not. And all the things that I just told you about, conquering your mind, overcoming your inner demons, gaining knowledge, and having wisdom, those can still fail you. You can be a guy who's changed a car 10,000 times and run into a situation where you fuck up. You can be a guy who's went through all these meditations and all this hypnosis and all this programming to retrain your mind, and your mind is still gonna falter at times. You can be a guy who's been struggling with lust, struggling with demons for 5-10 years, and you think everything's good, and then you fall back. And you can be a guy who has all the knowledge in the world. Those things will fail you at times because you're a human being, you're flesh and blood. But the only thing that will never be moved out of his presence and aura is the Most High. And if you're aligned with him in those situations where you feel like that aura is gonna falter, you can still stand tall. Why do you think somebody like David, when he fought this huge giant, 10-foot giant, he didn't falter under the pressure that most men were just shaking in their boots? It was greater than him. It was greater than his skills. It was the fact that he had the Spirit of God behind him. And that aura, out of all the auras, is the most unshakable, unmovable, powerful presence that any man can ever have. And when you put that as a foundation beyond the 4 other things that I told you, from conquering your mind, destroying inner demons, having knowledge, and having life experience and wisdom, you're gonna be a guy that your aura is not gonna be replicable. It's not gonna be replaceable. And that's what's gonna keep women around. It's what's gonna allow you to have strong friendships with other men's, work opportunities from people who can trust you, and your life is gonna get 10 times easier. And you're gonna be the real life Piccolo, bro, when you understand and you really embody the things that I'm telling you. This isn't gonna happen overnight, but if you commit to it and you focus, you can get it done, my guy. Picture 2 guys who are 19. They go on 2 different paths. One guy, he stays in his comfort zone. He feels comfortable where he's at. You didn't see him for 10 years. Best bud, best friend. When you come back, you still see him like, oh, what's up, man? Still goofy, still, hey, man, how you doing? Then imagine you have the other guy, 19, still goofy, still didn't really understand things about this world. You see him 10 years later, he's something different. The way he moves, the way he commands himself, you can tell this dude has a different aura and a different presence because he went through life and he figured out how to move and refine himself through whatever life situation that he's dealt with. And in 10 years' time, he is completely transformed and grown into his manhood. That's what I want for you guys. And it don't even gotta be 10 years. It could be 2, it could be 5. But as long as you commit to it, you will see a difference and you will be a dude who bleeds aura. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you guys like and also comment down below some things that you feel contribute to a man's aura, presence, vibe, whatever. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video, man. Peace.